Hey, what is up, everybody? Whit and Carrie Hyam here, coming to you live here on our page. Super excited to be hanging out with you guys today. And we have a lot of new people that have come to our community over the last little bit. And so we are Whit and Carrie Hyam, the founders of whitandcarriehyam.com, where we train, help, mentor, educate, entertain. Home-based business entrepreneurs, network marketers such as yourselves, take their business from an offline strategy to an effective online strategy using social media.
Yes, and today we are going to be talking about 3 things that you need to look for when choosing a company to partner with. Now, with these 3 things, we feel like these 3 things are the top. There's obviously a bunch of different reasons that you can join a certain company. However, we believe that these 3 things should outweigh anything else that you're looking at. And what we want you to do and what we challenge you to do is that as we talk about these 3 things, take a look at the company that you're with, maybe the companies that you're looking at right now. Maybe you're in a position where you're looking for a company. Kind of like put it on a scale and say how well does this company do in each of these categories.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Because here's the reality of the industry that we're a part of. 35% of the individuals inside of this industry are actually looking for a new home. They're looking for a new company. Because the reality of our industry is that in any type of entrepreneurship, companies start and companies go. Some of them are better, some of them just make stupid mistakes, poor choices in leadership, whatever it may be. But a lot of companies come and go inside of our industry. So with that said, there's a lot of people that are looking for that next company that they want to build with, where they really want to plant their feet and say, okay, this is where I want to do it. I'm excited. And I'm going to get to the top of this thing, So me and Carrie want to give you 3 things. So if you are maybe one of those people that are maybe kind of in limbo right now, let us know down below, Are you one of those people that are kind of in limbo, trying to find where you want to plant your feet? And this is okay. This is a judgment-free zone, This is totally safe. We just want to kind of get a better understanding of kind of where you're at. So if you are maybe one of those people, let us know down below, Just drop us a 1 if you haven't quite planted your feet yet of where you want to be and maybe, looking for something.
And if you're excited about what we're going to be talking about today, maybe drop your favorite emoji. Let us know if you're excited because we're excited to talk about this topic. So the very first thing.
Number one. The biggest thing of all.
You talk about it. Because he's obviously excited about it.
Well, the biggest thing for me is I've spent a lot of time on this for my own team. I put a lot of work into this, a lot of continued work inside of this. One of the biggest things is do you have a duplicatable system that teaches you social media strategies, on how to attract your perfect prospect to you, Now, with that said, there are a lot of companies out there that have so-called duplicatable systems. Number 1, you are not duplicatable. But we can duplicate systems, something that somebody can come into, plug into, and do the work to get results. Now, the reality of most systems here in our industry, they're very old school. They're very offline. They're very one-on-one. They're very, you've got to put in a lot of work to get somebody and those that are building through social media, Dems is... Come here.
She's kind of starting to get fussy. Dems is making her appearance.
Oh, goodness.
For those that do leverage social media, a lot of companies are teaching their distributors spammy, salesy, just strategies. Really bad strategies when it comes to social media. And so you want to make sure that the team, the company that you're with, first of all, is okay with you building on social media because there are a lot of companies out there that are not okay.
That really have a lot of high restrictions on building on social media, which in my brain is super crazy right now because this is how a lot of people interact and you're missing a huge chunk of people that you can literally build a team around, The
second thing is you want to make sure that the system that's there, it's something that it's kind of like a plug-and-play system where you're able to plug yourself in, you're able to plug in the people that you enroll, and they're going to be able to get results without you having to sit there and babysit them. Because that's the biggest thing with a lot of systems that we see is people say, we've got a system, we've got a duplicatable system, but if you're having to take your focus off of enrolling people to go and babysit people and teach them step by step and micromanage, you're actually losing a ton of your momentum because you're putting all of that time into that new person.
Yep.
You want the system to take care of that system for you, where you're really just there to help answer questions, point them to tools. You're not the person that's taking all of that baggage and all of that.
It basically helps you identify the leaders that are inside of your team, okay?
Yeah.
So the cool thing about what we've built is we built a system that literally when somebody joins our team, we've literally just had 3 or 4 people just join us this last week and the cool thing is we've plugged them in. They're learning the skill sets necessary to become good marketers on social media, okay? How to find the right people, engage with those people, promote to those people. And the cool thing is I get to sit back and I get to continue to build my momentum, okay, by finding more leaders. And they are helping me identify who I want to spend the most time with, okay? Who's willing to go through the actions? Who's willing to do the work? Okay, I can help. This helps me identify those people. Okay, so that's the first and major thing that you need to take a look at of where you're at. If you are looking, or maybe you are with a company right now and you're starting to wonder to yourself, well, maybe I don't have that system. You need a system like this, and I promise you, we are one of the very few teams that have built a system like this out there.
Yep, there are companies out there that have systems like this. I mean, we have friends that have them, but what we've been able to do is kind of take all of these different systems and take things that we like and put them together into the system that we've created. So the second thing that you want to look for and you want to make sure is in place is the compensation model. Now, all companies have pools, all companies have bonuses, and they always try to like wrap it in a pretty package and sell it to you.
And say, we're the only one that does this.
We're the only person who does this. We're the only person. Companies across the board, they have that. So there's a couple things that you want to sift and sort through the fluff, and you want to take a look at a couple things. The first thing you want to take a look at is it easy to tap in? Well, first of all, are you paid aggressively on the front end for like enrolling a new distributor? You want to make sure that you're getting the most bang for your buck, right? Because we want to create cash flow very quickly. So if you aren't, getting paid aggressively there, chances are you're not even going to be able to stick around long enough to get into the residual side. And that's the second thing you want to look at when it comes to the compensation model. You want to take a look at the back end and say, how easy is it for me and for my team to get to the leverage side of the compensation plan? Because if they have to stick around and have a team of, thousands in order to make any type of income, people are going to fall off just as fast as they hop on.
Exactly.
And the last part about compensation that I want to cover, what might have more to cover, I don't know if it does, but the last thing that I want to cover is how much of every dollar is being paid back to you as a distributor.
Yep.
Okay?
Ooh, that was a good one.
That was a good one. She's throwing up at you guys. Yeah. Because here's the thing. If they are not paying you close to 50 cents of every dollar, you are not... You might want to take a look at something different, because it's as close to 50 cents. Now, if you're getting over like 55 cents or so,
53 even.
53, you're actually
you're on a bubble.
You're on a bubble of,
it's not going to be sustainable.
I don't know if this is going to be sustainable long term.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
And so that leads us to the third thing in this category that you want to look at, and that is the product.
Yep.
Now, obviously, a product has to be good, because if a product isn't good, people are not going to buy it, continue to buy it, which means that people aren't going to get paid. So when you're looking at product, you want to look at what is the retention rate.
Yep.
Now, you're going to have companies that say, oh, we've got a 95% retention rate. You want to take a look at how long they are measuring that retention for. Yep. Because some companies will say, we've got a 95% retention rate.
But they're only monitoring it for 30 days.
They're only monitoring it for 30 days or 60 days or even 90 days. You want to make sure that you have a high retention rate, at least 80% or more, for over a year.
Yep.
Okay, because if you don't have that, it's going to be really, really hard.
Because you're always going to be having to find more people all the time.
You're filling a leaky bucket.
Yep.
That's what you're doing. Is as people come in, they're falling out just as fast.
And you got to just keep putting them back in.
You're going to continue to keep putting it, and that means that you're never going to be able to stop. Right? It's a never-ending game. Another thing that you can actually look at is you want to look at the average commission per distributor, or what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, you can take a look at like top earners, and you can see how much top earners make, and you can divide that by the amount of distributors that are in their organization. By doing this, you're going to find the average order, basically, or the average auto ship that they have. If someone's volume there is $100, guess what? They're feeling their organization is made up primarily of distributors. Chances are it's not made up of very many customers. You want to make sure that your company is in a place where there are more customers than distributors, because that's what's going to keep you FTC okay. All right? So, anything else you want to add?
You got it. She nailed it.
I did. Okay, so what value are you getting from this? Are you getting any takeaways? If you are, maybe drop them in the comments. We would love to know. Dem seems to be doing pretty good now with her throw up outside of her mouth. But if you guys got value, let us know. Maybe drop your favorite emoji. Whit and I like to go live about 3 times per week here on this page, but we never really know when we're going to go live because of kids and everything else that is going on. It's crazy time. School's just starting. It's a little bit of a crazy time in our lives. So make sure you set your notifications so that you don't miss out on any of the value that we share here on this page. All right. And if you're in a position where you're like, maybe you're looking for a new company, you're looking for a new team, I'm going to drop a link here in this here in the comments where you'll be able to actually schedule a call with us. We can help you through that. We can help you, not necessarily enroll you in our team, but at least help you come to a decision on whether or not where you're at or where you're looking to go is a fit and is going to be beneficial for you long term.
Yes.
Okay. So everyone have a great day. We will be live again. Make sure you set your notifications. Say